Okay, yes, in. It's me, Andy. Hola, chicos. Yeah, I've got loads to talk about this week. I believe is week 34, I'm going to say. I think it's week 34. I was just looking back over what I've done over the previous week. I've got heaps of, loads of stuff. It didn't feel like particularly like a more action-packed week than some of the ones, but on reflection, it definitely was. I've got like 3 main places I need to talk about. Right now, I'm in Bogota, sitting in the garden of my hostel, which is pretty nice. But to pick up from the end of the last blog, basically what I want to talk about for the following week was my final few days on the northern Caribbean coast of Colombia. End of the last blog, I just spent a few days up in the desert Punta Gallinas, which is like right up in the top north of the country. I headed back down to a hostel called El Rio, which is just near Costeño Beach, which is one of the beaches along that north coast. El Rio Hostel is where I filmed the last blog. It's like away from the beach, like half an hour walk away, so not far. But it's basically this gorgeous little hostel, just in the middle of the forest, like right on the river. It's really cool. Main things to do there are drink, which I did. I've not got any particularly funny videos of that, but it was good.
French guy.
So yeah, live DJ. And go tubing, which I'd done a few days before in Palomino, but this was a bit different because they kind of send a big group of you from the hostel, so like 20-25 of us go, take a few beers and then float back down the river again. So yeah, that was really cool as well. I mean, like similar kind of videos to the last one, but yeah, El Rio Hostel, really good. Spent 2 nights there, and then I took a motorbike taxi, which took about 15 minutes to get to Costeño Beach, which is just a really gorgeous little beach hostel that's literally right on the beach. This is what it looks like.
So nice and relaxing here. Oh.
So, more of that. You can't swim in the sea; it's very dangerous there. But you can sit there and enjoy it, and wade up to your shins, and basically chilled out there for a couple of days. One day, I went on a really awesome walk from the hostel. So one of the guys who I think maybe owned the hostel, certainly was one of the managers there. It was basically like building this house like way up in the hills. So you go from the beach, just drove us a little bit, like 15 minutes, and then we hike uphill for like an hour, like through the jungle, and basically to these like completely hidden secret waterfalls. You'd never have a clue that they were there unless someone who lived there was taking you. So did that with a group of people from the hostel. There's like 10 of us. Gorgeous. I mean, this is what it looked like when we got there. I can't. It's so hidden and remote, this place. So we went swimming there. That was really cool. Doing backflips, jumping in. Yeah, awesome. Jumping. Haha. Fuck, it's pretty high actually. Just in the middle, yeah? Nico. So basically that was an amazing way to spend a sort of morning, early afternoon. Really cool. I only spent 2 nights in Costeño Beach. That is exactly the kind of place that I could have spent 5 nights a week easily, just chilling out and not doing much. But I really just felt like I needed to kind of get my ass moving and away from the coast. I can't remember if I said this on the last one. Yeah, I must have done. But I booked tickets. I'm going to Peru. I'm flying in 6 days. So I was like, I needed to kind of get moving. Next place I wanted to go to, well, I wanted to get down to Bogota, but that is a long, long way from Santa Marta, where I just spent another quick night. So I took a 12.5-hour coach to a town called San Gil, which is known as like kind of being a bit of a adventure sports type small town village. Did a couple of things when I was there. I went on a quite well-known hike from 2 of the local villages. It was only like little short 1 hour and a half, maybe now probably about 2 hours, but just the really nice sort of through the Colombian countryside. Yeah, this is what it looked like. I'm doing a proper bit of solo travelling. Got up this morning in San Gil at 7 to get the bus up to Barichara something to do this walk, and it looks really good. And I'm going to do it to another nice village and be back to the hostel in time for 2 o'clock this afternoon to watch the Champions League. What a guane. So, really pretty. As a reference then, had to obviously get back in time for the Champions League. If you didn't see it, this sums it up. Pretty funny. And then the next day I went, well, I only got whitewater rafting. I went brown water rafting. It was absolutely amazing. Just one of the most famously known as one of the best places you can go rafting apparently in South America. And you're just going down this river. There's like some pretty full-on rapids at points, but just in this gorgeous, beautiful scenery, huge, big cliffs on either side through this national park. Like 2 hours rafting. So there was like me, a couple of French people, a couple of Israelis. I took some videos. The GoPro. I've got loads of these, so I'm going to just have to chop in some of the more exciting bits. But basically, it was just 2 hours of combination of just enjoyable floating down and then quite like full on paddling and getting splashed, and like, yeah, it was absolutely class. Oh my god. Oh. So overall that was amazing. Following on from that, I had to take another 8-hour bus to Bogota, where I am now. So that's a good way to end it. That's about a week. I'm actually rattled through that. I've managed to do that, although I think I'm going to have quite a lot of videos to chop in here. But overall, sick week in Colombia once again. I'm on my last week now, and yeah, thanks for watching. Hey man, I'm being interrupted. Final update. Shit, the Traveller's 10. It's been an enormous week for Neil Young. So I'm on to 73 lists now, and the last 3, 71, 72 and 73, including my mate Si from back home, thanks for doing that finally, mate, all picked Old Man by Neil Young. So he's gone from like a sort of top 10 contender right up to the top. He's now got 9 songs selected, more than anyone else. He's beaten Michael Jackson into with eight. 5 of those songs are Old Man. No other songs have got more than 3. And there's only like 4 or 5 of those which have been picked three times. So I'm sure that's a bit of an anomaly, but fair play Neil Young. I need to find a way to let him know, because I know he'll be excited. It's huge for him. But yeah, anyway, Traveller's 10 continues. As always, if you have been watching these and you haven't sent me a list, I do want to hear what your top 10 songs of all time are. The database is really exciting to me. So as always, loads of love. And yeah, speak to you soon. Mwah.